Now let's take you through the 5 basic exercises that I find best to use with middle schoolers and getting them not only to train in bands but also to learn exercises that ultimately they can start using weight for. First exercise is going to be a front squat. Carter's going to stand on the band about shoulder width apart. He's going to go ahead and put the band up onto his shoulder. First he's going to put it in this position. Now this is going to be the most common position that young athletes want to hold the band in because it doesn't put pressure on their shoulders and it's going to be more comfortable. That's fine, but it's going to be more difficult to get his elbows up in this position. As a result, he's not going to be able to keep his posture the way we want. So what we recommend is as soon as possible, go to the rack position where Carter's going to hook it up onto the top of his shoulders. He's going to crisscross. Now he can get his elbows high, which when he turns to the side, turn this way, Carter, face that way. You're going to see him go into a front squat now, go into a front squat. By keeping his elbows high, he's going to keep a nice posture here. He's going to keep good pressure on his heels, come on out of that, and he's going to keep a much better overall position. Real important that he keep his posture good in the upper body so that his hip gets loaded and he's able to stay on his heels. Carter, go ahead and do about 5 reps for me. Nice and low. If you want to put a stool underneath their butt so they have to touch something, that's great. To give them a sense of depth is real important. Great. Now, Carter, just turn face back towards the camera and leave your left foot in the band and take your right foot up. Now he's going to immediately transition into what we call split squats. Same rack position. He's going to get the foot way out in front, and he's going to get his back foot way back here digging in. He's going to really engage this toe to make sure he gets good stability there. He's going to engage his heel here so he gets good stabilization there. He's going to go straight down, and he's going to come all the way out of it to almost completely straight here. A little bit more right there. Then he's going to go back down. Split squats. Again, he's going to focus on keeping his elbows up. And he's going to make sure that he keeps a nice solid posture all the way through. Do one more rep for me, Carter. Great. Now, transition Carter. Now you'll notice he's going to step into the band. He's going to step out. And he's right back into a position. With your young athletes, the more you can keep them in this position and not have them drop the band down, the better you're going to be because it's going to allow them to transition. Now you're going to see the same thing here. I'm going to get out of the way so you can see his foot. And you want to go ahead, Carter, drop down. And what you're going to see is you're going to see great position here and great there. Touch up. Should he touch his knee? That's your decision as far as if you want him to touch. If he touches his knee, it should be a light touch so he's not hurting his kneecap when he touches the floor. Go 2 reps, Carter, and then let's get you out of there. Nice and balanced. Really works stability. 1 more. Excellent. Come on out of it. Now, one of the things you'll see is athletes will really spread themselves out. Carter has a tendency to really spread himself out. You want to go ahead and make sure that that knee in front is not getting over the foot, but is also not staying way, way behind the foot. So you have to make sure that that stays pretty perpendicular to the floor. Now what Carter's going to do is he's going to go into an attachment position. He's going to get himself set up for the attachment position because now what we're going to do is what I think is even more important. Vertical positioning and vertical strengthening is key, but horizontal strengthening is going to be even more important. Carter's going to face the band attachment. His hands are going to be on his hips. Now by putting his hands on his hips, he's going to keep the band from riding up. So he's going to go ahead and just do some alternating lunges, all right? So he's going to go right leg, then left leg. Back up and come on out of it. Excellent, good. Now what you're going to see is he's always hitting his heel. He's always landing on his heel. He's keeping the hands tight. Now you can do different things with their hands. You can have them reach, you can have them go behind their head, you can have them hold dumbbells eventually, that's all fine. But make sure that when they're doing the lunge, do one more for me, Carter, they can get out and they can get back to where they started from. From there, Carter's going to turn sideways. He's going to do the same lunge, hands on his hips, but this time he's going to reach with his off arm or his outside arm to his foot as he does a lateral lunge. Go ahead and do that, Carter. Now that's important because I think it's really critical that they start learning how to get their body moving and get it into a good posture. Make sure that foot stays straight on, that he's landing on the inside of his big toe, and he's really reaching down and getting back up. The last exercise Carter's going to do is a forward reach exercise to engage his posterior chain and his glutes. Carter's going to go down into a position, tap the floor, and hold that right there. Now his heel is still on the ground, and he's going to engage through his heel and come back out of it using his butt. So he's going to come on up, stick it, and then go right back down into it. Now this exercise, go ahead Carter, just keep doing. I recommend you do the same leg for all your reps and then switch, because it's a little bit more difficult to alternate this exercise initially. Once they start figuring it out, then you can alternate it up. Transition, stop, Carter, rest a little bit, and then go to this leg and reach in there. Simple transition. But what's this going to do? It's going to really engage his posterior chain, his glutes, and his butt, and he's going to really drive up out of it. 5 exercises for the lower body to get your young athletes rolling.